A globe is very useful when studying about the earth, but it also has some disadvantages. So as you know that we can see many continents and oceans through the globe, but it has some limitations, some disadvantages also. Let's read about them. A globe does not show landforms, location of small towns, countries and cities in detail. If you want to see some landforms, like if you want to see Himalayan mountains in detail, you will not be able to see through a globe. And if you want to see your city, so that too you can't see through a globe. A globe does not show the entire earth at once. So a globe also cannot show the entire earth at once. We can only see one side of a globe at a time. You had seen the globe at the last page, and there you could see only one side of the globe, right? Not the other side. Means if you want to see Asia, you will not be able to see North America at the same time. For that you will have to rotate the globe, and at one time you can see only one of these two continents. Next, larger globes can show greater details. If the globe is large, then you can see great detail, more details. But if they are not large, then it's not possible. And if they are big, they are difficult to handle. It means it is difficult to carry them. A globe is difficult to carry from one place to another, and it is difficult for you to carry a globe from one place to another. For example, if I ask you to bring a map to school, you can bring a map, but you can't bring a globe. And if you will bring a globe, you will bring a small globe, and that too is not very useful for us because it will not show details. Next is maps. Maps are drawings of a part or the whole of the earth on a flat surface. So what is a map? Map is a drawing of a part, means earth, one part of the earth or the complete earth on a flat surface. It is a flat surface. All of you have seen maps, and we have also done many maps related to India, right? They are used to represent a small area such as a city or town or a country, a continent, or the entire world. So if you want to see a small area, like if you want to see your house in your colony, and if you want to see your city or the town or your country India, so you can see through a map, and you can see big things like continent also through a map. Maps that depict small areas have greater details, means the maps that show small areas, like if we have a map of our school, you can see all the classes, you can see the library and all the things that are there in your school, you can see through a map. But all these things you can't see through globe. While maps which show large areas generally depict only important locations or places. And when we show some large areas through a map, they show only important places. Like if you are watching a map of world, you will see that only countries are there. You can't see your city there in world map. So next is a book of maps. A book of maps is called an atlas. What do we call a book of maps? We call it atlas. You have learnt about it in videos also. I had sent you. Next, types of maps. There are two types of maps. Which are these two types? Political maps and physical maps. A political map shows the boundaries of countries, states and districts. What does a political map show? It shows the boundaries of countries, states and districts. So here is a political map. You can see this is political map of India. You have learnt about it in class 4th also. And all the states and capitals, you can see all the boundaries of states you can see in this and you can see the states and their capitals in it. So it is which map? It is political map. So is it clear to everyone? I hope it is clear to you.